Me llamo Wade Watts. Mi padre me puso ese nombre porque sonaba a identidad secreta de superhéroe, como Peter Parker o Bruce Banner. Murió cuando yo era pequeño, y mi madre también. Y he acabado aquí, en un pequeño rincón en ninguna parte.
She is a gunter, which is an egg hunter. She's trying to stop IOI, Nolan Sorrento, this big corporate company, gain control of the Oasis, which is a free haven as it stands, and trying to stop them gaining control and being able to charge people to enter the Oasis.
In 2045, in a dystopian future, overpopulation has become a major issue. So he lives in what is called the stacks, and they're like mobile homes stacked up on top of each other, kind of like a slum. And so he neglects his real life situation is not the greatest, so he escapes to a virtual world, and he becomes obsessed with it, and he becomes obsessed with the man who created it. And his name is James Halliday, and James Halliday leaves behind this Easter egg inside of his game, and that's what all of our characters are racing towards against IOI, this evil corporation that Olivia mentioned in the film.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of
I'm a huge fan of Steven's sci-fi movies as well. I mean, my favorite films of his are, E.T., AI, Minority Report, all those Close Encounters.
La gente entra en Oasis por todo lo que puede hacer. Y se queda por todo lo que puede ser.
I think we do all the time. I think
every day.
Storytelling, watching films, listening to podcasts, listening to music. I think since our cognitive revolution as humans, we've always escaped reality.
Yeah, I mean, I'm escaping every day. I mean,
whether it's right now.
I'm escaping right now. No, whether it's through film or through video games. I mean, escapism and storytelling takes different shapes and forms, and I think in the Oasis, it's a virtual replica of the real world that we live in today, and it's an enhanced version of what we have now with our social media and digital platforms that we all encounter today in 2018.
I mean, it's all downhill from here. No, there's not. I'm not fair. No, that won't happen because I'll rip my face off.
This is something that people keep saying to me as well, but I don't think they take into consideration that we play 60% of the movie, we don't even look like ourselves.
Yeah.
And maybe even more, we don't even meet you in the real world before we see you in the Oasis, where you're playing your avatar. So
what you're trying to say, I'm not going to be famous?
No, I'm just trying to say, I think people are like, oh, you're in a Steven Spielberg movie now.
No, I know, it's just, and we don't call it, and we don't go to the parties, we don't do all that stuff. You do. Okay, I'm sorry.
He encontrado algo mucho más grande que yo mismo. ¿Estáis dispuestos a luchar? Ayudadnos a salvar Oasis.
Music inspires life.